Hi everyone, it's Emily Francis with Oh My Malta, and today we're in the tomato fields with Joseph Muscat of Malta Sunried, and today we're going to learn about sun-dried tomatoes. And there is no one better on this island to take us through the process. So thank you, Joe, and welcome.
Welcome, Emily. Welcome with us again. Now today we're going to speak about our sun-dried tomatoes. As we have already done the other program in our greenhouses, we are tomato growers, where we hold also an area of greenhouses in the village of Imjar here, where we hold 26,000 plants of greenhouse tomatoes for fresh market, but we produce also sun-dried tomatoes in summer. The sun-dried tomatoes, we do it from scratch, from seed to the finished product. We start the plantation in the first week of March, and we continue until the harvest. We are in the heart of the village of Imjar. Imjar is an agricultural village in the west of Malta. We are in the heart of the valley, which is mostly cultivated over here. And we do our sun-dried tomatoes, we do our tomatoes in the open fields, because the tomatoes for the sun-dried tomatoes have to be grown in the fields, not has to be grown in greenhouses. The cultivation process, after we do the plantation in the first week of March, we do it because it's still, we are at the end of winter, and still April, May, we have a lot of windy weather here in Malta. We do it in mini tunnels. We do the process in mini tunnels,
okay,
to protect the plants from any bad weather, from any winds or from any storms. Okay. But it's done in mini tunnels to protect the plants. We do it up till we keep them covered up till mid-May. Then we uncover them and we leave them open to grow freely. Okay. And in July, they are ready for harvest.
So in July, is that because it's the hottest weeks in the year and also the driest, or why July?
Yeah, July is the middle of summer. I mean, we cultivate about 2,500 plants of tomatoes each year, which each produces about 8 kilograms of tomatoes. We process sun-dried tomatoes 20 tons each year, 20 tons each year. 20 wow. tons each year, and every 5 days we produce process every 5 days about 3 tons every 5 days, 200 boxes every 5 days.
And that's out here in the dry. This is the bush tomatoes.
No, I mean, for example, tomorrow we'll be going to be harvesting here, okay, and Thursday we'll be doing the slicing. Later on we'll take you there to the slicing process and the drying area. But we have a capacity to do about 3 tons every 5 days.
Okay, so 3 tons every 5 days for how long? How many?
We'll do it about 8-9 times. We'll do it up till mid-August, up till the Feast of Santa Maria.
Okay.
Then we'll start to expect some rain, and for us it will be a bit of problem, okay, because it's important. I mean, the tomatoes, when they are drying, don't get wet. Okay,
so take us. So we're here and we're looking at the tomato bushes, yes, and this is where we're going to harvest them, and then, yes, you're going to take us to the next place where you slice them and wash them, yes, and lay them to dry. So let's go. This is the thing I've been waiting for, and I'll tell you why. Every farmer I have asked on this island where to find sun-dried tomatoes always say you. Yeah. Always say the Muscat family. Yeah. So here we finally get it right at the perfect time to see how sun-dried tomatoes are grown and harvested here on the island. So Joe, welcome and thanks for being here.
Thank you, welcome with us, thank you.
Let's talk about the process today.
The process, it's a very simple process. It's something like our forefathers used to do. It's the same method that like our parents used to do. Yesterday we have been harvesting the tomatoes from our fields, because we'll do also the cultivation of the tomatoes. Then this morning we've got, at 6 in the morning, we've got the tomato loads over here. Okay. Yesterday we have harvested about 185 boxes of 15 kilos each, about 3 tons. We process
3 tons.
About 3 tons every time we'll do.
Okay.
From now till mid-August, we try to process about 3 tons every 4 or 5 days, okay, of tomatoes, because we need to time it and get it exactly in July when we have the peak of sun. because if you don't have peak of sun, the tomatoes will get rotten and will have mold. So it's important to have good sun, and the best time here in Malta, as we all know, is July and up till mid-August.
Okay, so now what I'm seeing, besides the tomatoes behind me drying in the sun, and they're already salted. So take me through from the moment you pull the tomatoes off the farm. I see that they're being, so they go through a washing process.
Yes, we'll wash them 3 times. We start to wash them by time, by wetting them 3 times.
Okay.
So if there's any soil, we'll wash it away. And the first thing we do the process is by slicing them.
Okay.
By slicing them, we have a small machine, that slices the tomato. We put it on the conveyor belt of the machine. It slices them.
Slices perfect.
Yes, it measures the height of the tomato every time, and it will slice it in half.
Okay.
Then we take it to the table, and we have special trays, which are some drying trays. These are food grade trays for the tomatoes, and from there we start to put them in the trays. We open them, and
are they seeding them? Is that what I'm seeing? Are they pulling the seeds out, or they keep them in?
We leave them as this.
So over there,
no
once
season.
they're sliced, I see the people over there. Are they just laying them flat then?
Yes, we just leave them flat. Then we start the process of the salting.
Yes, and that's where Charles is. He's salting.
We use sea salt, definitely sea salt.
Okay.
We give it a sprinkle of sea salt, which is the sea salt is part of the process because it's a conservative. It's a part of the conservation of the product, and we get them over here and we start the drying process.
Okay.
Hopefully, we'll have some very good weather on July when we don't have that problem, not to have sunny days.
Okay.
And
this dries for 4 days, right?
4 days. After 4 days, today is Thursday. By Monday evening, we'll pick them up, and then we'll take them to our processing place, and we'll fill them in the jars for consumption. Next Tuesday, you'll be with my wife, with Lucienne. She takes care of the products over there.
Perfect.
They will inspect every tomato one by hand, to see that has dried completely. And from there, they fill it in jars, and they give it the vegetable oil.
Perfect.
The vegetable or sunflower oil. We fill it. We have a special machine that fills, and from there the product is very done.
We're here with Lucienne, and we're talking Malta Sunripe, of course. We just brought the tomatoes in after 4 days in the sun. They now look like this. So take us through, Lucienne.
Okay, so now today we're at the final stage, which is the packing, Emily, and actually it's what we worked for. So we had a very good drying period, like the temperature was just perfect, and they dried out really, really nice. It's just what you dream, what you want to end up with. They are very nice. So here we brought them yesterday, and this morning we started. So then we pack them into jars like the ladies are doing, and then after that we put the oil in the jars, and that's it.
Is that how the oil goes in?
Yes.
Okay.
It's how much it should be.
Okay, so that puts the oil
Yes,
in.
and then we close it with the lid. It also has a vacuum as well.
Okay.
No worries. And then we just...
Well, then they put it in a bath.
Yes.
So if you can
wash
see,
them,
this is
so-
soapy water just to make sure that there's no oil.
Any residues are gone. Then we dry them up, and they are ready to be sold. That's all about it, actually.
So look how red. Look how absolutely beautifully red. Even after the oil, all of this, and it's their Tari Tari brand. So we're here at
Yes.
Malta Sunripe. So when you want to buy the best sun-dried tomatoes on this island, come right here to Malta Sunripe and grab this.